This week on Council Bluffs News, hanging up the hat. Longtime police chief and officer for Council Bluffs, Ralph O'Donnell, retired in March. We're at the public library as he celebrates with fellow officers. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. Learn about resources and where you can go for help if you or someone you know is a victim. And a museum in Elkhorn, Iowa is working on building a green roof, bringing part of its Danish heritage to the Midwest. That and more all on this week's Council Bluffs News. Welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Marie Zeitner. After almost 4 decades of service to the community of Council Bluffs, it's time for the police chief to lead a life of ease and joy. IWTV student Samantha Lloyd has the story.
Council Bluffs Police Chief Ralph O'Donnell, a man of honor and integrity, and now a man of leisure.
It's time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're past the retirement age. It's time to take the next chapter of my life.
On March 14th, the police chief hung up his hat for the last time. And on April 4th, a celebration of his new retirement.
He was a great person. He truly enjoyed his job, truly enjoyed law enforcement. He thought about the people that he was working for and with. It wasn't just, it was a job. He truly made it part of his life.
For 37 years, O'Donnell protected the citizens of Pottawatomie County like his own family.
You know, I worked with Ralph O'Donnell when we were just detectives in the Detective Bureau, and worked for him when he was my captain, and then later on when he was the chief. And every step of the way was always a pleasure, and always look forward to coming to work when I work with him and for him.
O'Donnell began his career in 1976. And took over as chief back in 2009. A presentation in honor of his time with the CBPD is displayed at the Council Bluffs Public Library.
So, on behalf of the U.S. Attorney's Office, thank you for that.
And even though his reign has ended, he will always care for the community.
It's going to be missed, the daily interaction with the guys and seeing them working. Yes, it's going to be the people.
And the people in return will miss O'Donnell.
We hope he has a long and healthy, happy retirement, and just have fun and enjoy it. He's deserved it after 37 years.
O'Donnell's successor has not yet been announced. Captain Maddox, who is the interim chief, has stated that he does not want to remain in the position. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Samantha Lloyd.
I'm going to miss the people.
O'Donnell says that he now has a honey-do list to work on and that he wants to spend his retirement starting a new chapter with his family and just relaxing. Council Bluffs News will keep you updated on the hiring of the next Council Bluffs police chief. Omaha and Council Bluffs citizens come out on Saturday, April 5th to the Bob Carey Pedestrian Bridge to support the kickoff of Child Abuse Prevention Month. IWTV student Raven Pappas has more.
Several organizations come together dressed in blue to support a worthy cause.
Omaha and Council Bluffs is working together because it takes a community to work together to prevent child abuse.
April 5th, the Bob Carey Pedestrian Bridge acts as a place of unity between the two cities.
And our goal is to increase awareness and educate the community of all of the different ways that we can prevent child abuse.
With just the right amount of wind, the symbolic handouts are eye-catching.
We all had pinwheels because pinwheels is a sign of pinwheels to prevention.
The decorative pieces are planted next to the sidewalk at Playland Park. Attendees then enjoy a family fun fair put on by the Shaken Baby Task Force.
We're having face painting, balloon animals, we'll have cookies and juice boxes just to make it a fun family event.
Aside from this event, the community has many other resources and organizations for families who have any questions or concerns about child abuse prevention.
Last year, 245 people called the Crying Baby Helpline, not just in the Council Bluffs area, not just in the Omaha area, but all over the United States. It's the only 24-hour Crying Baby Helpline in the United States, and the number is 1-866-243-BABY or 2229.
The entire month of April will be dedicated to child abuse prevention. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Raven Pappas.
For more information on the Shaken Baby Task Force, you can visit safebaby.org. The Museum of Danish America in Elkhorn, Iowa blazes a new trail with the help of a grant from the Iowa West Foundation. IWTV student Cohen Goldsmith has more.
The Museum of Danish America maintains a close connection with its Scandinavian roots.
We look forward to being an innovator for this area, certainly.
The nonprofit organization in Elkhorn, Iowa is adding to the experience with the construction of a green roof.
Our addition has been in the planning process for over 2 years. So the structure and the groundbreaking started last September.
Green roofs became popular in Denmark in 2010, when the capital city, Copenhagen, enforced a policy requiring green roofs for all new buildings with slopes of less than 30 degrees.
That extra layer of plants and growing medium provides extra protection to the roof and extra insulation for the structure below. The way the green roof is constructed, there's a regular concrete slab, then a waterproof membrane, and there's a special detection layer that can detect if there is a water leak penetrating through that roof and where to fix it. Then on top of that, there's the growing medium, the kind of soil mixture that the plants will grow in.
The project won't come cheap. The cost of the roof will run close to $200,000. $50,000 will come from a grant from the Iowa West Foundation.
Throughout this process, we were hoping that we would be able to do a native plant selection in our green roof. It costs a little bit more money at the outset. The grant from Iowa West Foundation allowed us to go ahead and go with that option.
It's been a long winter, and the people of Iowa are ready to see some green vegetation.
We do expect that there will be some grand opening event or notification. The plants, when they first go in, will be little, and they won't be blooming quite yet. So it'll be something to come back and see as it grows, as it develops.
The new curatorial center is expected to be completed by July 1st. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Cohen Goldsmith.
The museum is open from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Tickets are $5 for adults and $2 for kids 17 and under. Keep up with them at danishmuseum.org. The Underwood Volunteer Fire Department holds a fundraiser with the goal of helping one of their own. IWTV student Jeremy Ike has the details.
On Sunday morning, April 6th, an event to help someone that's dedicated his time to helping others.
We have a firefighter that is in need of our help, and we're all a family, so we all stick together.
It's a role reversal for Underwood Volunteer Fire Chief Brett Goring as he battles serious health issues.
They're actually doing a benefit for myself. I've been diagnosed with a grade 2 glioma, brain tumor.
The devastating news was received towards the end of March. Goring says that although there isn't any pain, he is on a lot of medication. Which brings us to this event, an annual pancake fundraising usually designed to benefit the volunteer fire department, but this year, a different goal.
We just thought we were having a pancake feed anyway. We're just going to add that so we can give all the donations to him.
Just so happened this year that I came down with some health issues, and the fire department has took it upon themselves to, the other members decided that they wanted to give it back in a benefit towards me.
In addition to this event, an Underwood community is also trying to help Brett with other fundraisers.
The Friends of Underwood and the teachers at the schools are also doing a bake sale.
Brett's prognosis is uncertain until the completion of a scheduled surgery at the end of April. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Jeremy Ike.
Learn more about Brett and how you can donate by liking Underwood Fire and Rescue on Facebook. Now for news around the Bluffs. Celebrate CB starts our segment. A week's worth of family and friendly activities is just around the corner, and the committee is ready to reveal the first part of the celebration. Council Bluffs is all about working together and embracing the diversity and helpfulness of its community. That's why this year's Celebrate CB theme is Better Together. Join in the fun of Celebrate CB May 9th through the 17th. Keep watching CBTV 17 as we bring you more announcements of activities to come. In order to keep everyone 50 and older active and on their feet, Methodist Jenny Edmondson Hospital hosts a peripheral vascular disease screening. Hospital staff perform an ankle brachial index, which compares blood pressure in the arms and legs.
A lot of times people don't feel like there's anything they can do, so they limit their activity because they can't walk because of the pain. So this is a good opportunity to come to get a free screening to look if there is a circulation problem and then be referred to a physician for further testing and see if there can be a stent to improve that circulation.
Diabetes, smoking, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol are some risk factors that can cause PVD. If you experience regular leg cramping, foot or toe pain, or any abnormalities to the skin on your feet, be sure to call your doctor. On Thursday, April 3rd, the Bluffs Arts Council presented the Youth Art Appreciation Exhibit at the Western Historic Trails Center. The event allowed young artists from area schools to show off their artwork.
There's been some sort of an art appreciation display at this facility for 20-some years, and it's ebbed and flowed, and it kind of went down when we had the flood and the problems over here. But then this year, the Historic Trails partnered with the Bluffs Arts Council, and we're kind of both sponsored it, and it's going again, and we're hoping that it'll be every year and grow, and more and more artists all the time.
Events like this are open to the public free of charge. The Bluffs Arts Council produces, promotes, and presents art programs and projects for the greater Council Bluffs area. Coming up on Council Bluffs News, check out the River Beat to see a walk to prevent the #2 leading cause of death among college students. And after the break, Chad Hannon of Bluffs Downtown has all the events going on in Council Bluffs this year in our in-studio interview. Stay tuned.
To start it all off, we have the Farmers Market, which is held on the 100 block.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, our goal is to help you, your families, and your businesses grow and prosper for generations. We take pride in our community, whether it's volunteering our time or helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We provide you with the personal service and attention you deserve. With over 220 years of banking experience, decisions are made locally. We are Council Bluffs people operating at Council Bluffs Bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking, the way it used to be. Member FDIC.
What does the world have in store for you? It's all here. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
Welcome back to Council Bluffs News. I'm Marie Zeitner. Joining me in studio today is Chad Hannon with Bluffs Downtown. Thanks for being here, Chad.
Thanks for having me.
You have a full list of things that are going on in 2014. Just go ahead and tell me some of these events going on this year.
Sure. Yeah, we do. To start it all off, we have the Farmers Market, which is held on the 100 block in downtown Council Bluffs. It starts May 1st. It runs every Thursday through September. After that, on June 7th, we've got the Bald and the Brave, which we promote in coordination with the Jenny Edmondson Hospital. That's a repeat event of what we did last year.
It's the second year for it?
Yeah, this will be the second year that we're doing that one.
Okay.
On June 12th will be the first time that we're doing the Iowa Route 6 motorcycle ride. It's in coordination with the Iowa Route 6 Foundation, and it'll start in Council Bluffs and go all the way to the other side of the state. The 21st, we have the Summer Solstice bike ride. Just look for more details to come on that. That'll be the first time that we're running this event.
Okay.
On July 3rd, it will be the second time that we are doing a July 3rd street dance. We haven't finalized the artist yet, but it'll be very similar to with Jeremy McComb last year. Okay. The first time, I think, ever, as I understand it, on September 18th, we're going to have the Iowa Western Homecoming Parade come through downtown Council Bluffs, and we're really excited about that. We're hoping for a big turnout. September 20th, so 2 days later, we're going to have the autumnal equinox bike ride. It'll be pretty similar to our summer bike ride. We'll probably take what we can improve on the summer ride for the autumn ride.
Okay.
The first time ever, a week later, the Harvest Festival and Country Concert. We're finalizing details, but we're working with a really exciting sponsor on that, and I'm really excited about that one.
Something new this year.
Yeah, totally new, so really looking forward to that one. October 10th will be the Pink Out Run down in Coronation again with Jenny Edmondson Hospital. This is a repeat on the run that was done last year. There was a great turnout last year, and I'm sure we'll continue to grow on it.
Some breast cancer awareness?
Yep. It kind of kicks off the whole Breast Cancer Awareness Month that Jenny does such a good job promoting. So we're excited to see how that grows again this year.
Okay.
October 11th, again with the Iowa Route 6 Association, will be the Classic Car Cruise and Street Dance. So it'll be our third street dance of the year. By that point in time, we should be pros at doing it, I would assume. But we'll have all kinds of neat antique cars lined up across the street. It should be a really, really neat deal. It's a pretty big deal. It's kind of like RAGBRAI for classic cars. So there's a big following for it.
That sounds cool.
October 25th will be the Zombie Walk. We did that last year. It's for all ages, and it was a unique event, I guess I would say. A lot of costumes and a lot of makeup, but that'll be our second year doing that. And then to close out our calendar of events, on December 13th is the Elf Me Run. That's last year I think we called it the Ho 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 5K. Just another fun run that we do in the winter right before the holidays get kicked off.
Okay. So to find out who is helping out put all this stuff on, go ahead and list off the website people can go to.
You're going to go to bluffsdowntown.com, or you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/bluffsdowntown.
All right. Thank you, Chad, for being here.
Thank you so much.
Time now for Pets of the Week. Driven by Acura of Omaha, online at acuraofomaha.com.
Hi, my name is Misty Bino, and I'm a volunteer with Solace, support our local animal shelter. This scared little chihuahua here is Patches. Patches is a long-haired chihuahua. She's a female. She was actually tied to the shelter door, so we don't know why they didn't want her anymore or if she was found as a stray. But she's actually really sweet. She's just scared here in the shelter. She's about a year old. So if you are interested in adopting Patches, her file number is 3663. This is Sasha. Sasha is a Shepherd Chinese Shar-Pei mix. She was surrendered here to the shelter. They could no longer care for her anymore. But she has been here since September 18th. So she's been in the shelter far too long and really needs to find her forever home. She's a super sweet girl. They said that she has a great attitude, she's housebroken, and she's good with older children, but not so much with the toddlers. She is just a really sweet girl. She is kind of a dominant dog, so if you were taking her to a home with another dog, it'd probably need to be a younger male. So if you are interested in adopting her, she is about 6 years old. Her file number is 1263. This is Sherman. Sherman is a male brown tabby about 8 weeks old. He got his name because he was found as a stray on Sherman Ave. He clearly belonged to somebody because he had this little black paw print collar on, but he's way too young to be outside. So if you are interested in adopting Sherman, or if you are missing this cute little kitty, come down to the shelter. His file number is 3684. This is the big version of Sherman. This guy is Squeaks. He is a brown tabby also. He was found on the 400 block of Curtis, and he is a really sweet guy. He's just very scared right now because Sherman's making so much noise. He is about 1 year old, and he's just a super sweet kitty. If you are interested in adopting Squeaks, his file number is 3579. If you are interested in any of the cats or dogs you've seen today, you can come down to the Council Bluffs Animal Shelter at 2821 South 15th Street in Council Bluffs.
Still to come, Iowa Western hosts a walk to raise awareness of the #2 leading cause of death among college students. Learn more in the Reaver Beat. Plus, get your pen and paper ready for our weekly events calendar. You're watching Council Bluffs News.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money.
Hey Reavers, I'm Shelby Jones, your anchor of the Reaver Beat. In this week's episode, how the school is helping prevent suicide, but first, a play with a moving message. The Iowa Western Theater Department is performing a play that has been hitting stages across the country for the last 15 years. It's called The Laramie Project.
The small town of Laramie, Wyoming was hit hard when 2 men brutally beat gay college student Matthew Shepard and left him to die on a fence post in 1998.
It's really about the town. It's not necessarily about Matthew. Of course, his story is what drives it, but you don't actually ever hear Matthew's voice in the play.
A New York theater group created the play.
This is the Tectonic Theater Project is a theater group from New York, a group of actors from New York. They came to Laramie about a month after Matthew was killed, and they did about 200 interviews, and then they compiled this play from all of those interviews.
Matthew's story deeply affected many people throughout the country, including those in Nebraska and Iowa.
It was devastating. I don't know why it hit everybody so hard. I remember it happening. I remember writing letters to the family, hoping for recovery, and then having candlelight vigil at Memorial Park in Omaha, and all the people that showed up, and then when he actually passed away, it was heartbreaking.
And the members of the Iowa Western Theater Department say the play's message is still relevant today, with many states looking at the issue of gay rights and gay marriage. If you missed it this time, the play will be back next weekend.
The Laramie Project Theater production will run from April 10th, 11th, and 12th at 7:30 p.m. For ticket information, visit artscenter.iwcc.edu.
Iowa Western sponsors the first annual Suicide Prevention Walk on campus. The Dean of Student Life, Adam Long, shared these pictures with us from the event. Saturday, April 5th, about 100 people walked 1 mile on campus to raise awareness about suicide among college students. Some participants carried signs honoring loved ones they lost to suicide. Iowa Western is trying to focus on suicide awareness and prevention. The College Director of Student Assistance, He says that college students in general often struggle with suicidal thoughts and depression. If you would like someone to talk with, the school provides counseling. Email studentassistance@iwcc.edu.
Let's take a look at the River Beat calendar.
Wednesday, April 16th is the casino night at Iowa Western in the cafeteria from 8 to 10. There's free food, music, and more than $5,000 in prizes. You must have a valid student ID to play. The Iowa Western Band holds a concert on May 1st at 7 p.m. at the Arts Center. Come and show your River spirit. And volunteers are still needed for the 3rd annual Anti-Gravity Games on Saturday, May 10th from 8 to 2. If you're interested in volunteering, please contact Stacy Shockey at 712-325-3269.
And that's it for this edition of the River Beat. If you have any story ideas, message me on the River Beat Facebook page and be sure to like us while you're there. I'm Shelby Jones and I'll see you on campus.
Time now for our weekly events calendar. Midlands Humane Society and Marsha Thiessen are hosting a Bling It On open house Thursday, April 10th. Bring a t-shirt, sweatshirt, hat, tote, jacket, jeans, or other mostly cotton apparel to be blinged out. You can choose from a variety of designs, from animals to sports teams to kids and more. The open house is from 5:30 to 8 p.m. at NP Dodge on 1032 Woodbury Avenue in Council Bluffs. Email jkblingiton@gmail.com for questions about fabric or designs, and email mthiessen@aol.com for additional information. If you're an artist looking to promote your work and need guidance on how to manage money and document sales, you can take marketing, legal considerations, or record-keeping and financial management classes. It's part of the Bluffs Arts Council series of 10 workshops called Business Skills for Artists. Cost is $15 per class. Call 712-328-4992 for more details. The 100 Block is hosting pub golf Saturday, April 12th from 4 to 7 p.m. Cost is $20 for a team of 4, and registration is available at all bars on the block. Teams must hit all 8 bars and turn in scorecards to a bartender at any of the locations. Prizes will be awarded for the best dressed team. And a pancake feed will be held at the Masonic Temple in Council Bluffs on Sunday, April 13th from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Christmas basket donation is just $6. They're calling the event Helping Hands Join. The fundraiser is put on by the Bluff City, Excelsior, and Cobia Masonic Lodges with partnership from the Council Bluffs Police Department. Thanks for watching this week's Council Bluffs News. CBTV 17 is always looking for your feedback. If you have questions, comments, or story ideas, you can email us at cbtv@iwcc.edu. Call us at 712-325-3312 or send us a message on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/CBTV17. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Marie Zeitner. See you next week.